So I realized that a lot of you that follow me on Facebook and Twitter, when I post about the Sebago Wilderness Camp, you don't know exactly what that is, so I thought I'd take you for a tour. I'm going to see if I can do this. Hope I'm framing right this way. So let's turn the camera around. This is where we'll hold our Lord's Day services. Kids will all sit up there. This coming Lord's Day coming up, I'll be preaching from here, one of my favorite places. Very cool ceiling. And then over this way, that's Frank. He's been with us this week. He's a probie. We got two probies.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Looks like he's setting up for our
Tug of war.
We're doing a tug of war tonight. It's the last night we just finished. I made a pork loin over the fire tonight. We did it instead of chicken. To get to Wilderness Camp, you walk down this road. And actually, if you go further down this road, you'll get down to the base camp, what we call the Flatlands. But we're going to go up to the Wilderness Camp, which is off and secluded from everything else. We normally get around when we need to down to the Flatlands using a 6-wheel Ranger. You'll see that in a second. If you continue down that road in front of us, that's where you get down to the Flatlands. But we're going to take a right, come up the road, come up the trail. Up here on the right, you'll see our two privies. Of course, if you're going to meet your loved one, you want to meet the one on the right. There are two of them, but not split boys and girls. First come, first serve. And then the parking space up there, that's Darren Mudge's Pilot. That's how he gets back and forth from home and then parks it there and continues on up the road to the left. Here we have Dave Dixon's motorcycle, his scooter. Gets around on that little Suzuki. And you can see up there in the distance is Wilderness Camp. On the left is our shed. That's where all of our equipment is kept. Throughout the year we come up and get that all out. And there you can kind of get a shot of the 6-wheel Ranger that we use to get around. Here's the camp up here, the camper's tent. On the left, without his shirt on, I love it! Mudge! Rocket! Nicely done. And that's our food tent. Over here we got our frog habitats. We had the first annual Sebago Frog Derby, which was actually won by a toad. I'm not sure how a toad qualified for it. Campfire over this way. This is one of our staff tents up that way. Oh, down here, the seats, Day Power. That's where we sit and hold court each week. Over this way, there's Dave. You saw his scooter a little bit ago. And this is Greg. He's another probie, but in just a few hours he won't be a probie anymore. This is our cooking area. We normally prep on this side and then serve on this side. For the kids, they cook their own breakfast and dinner over an open fire, but we cook for them. For lunch, usually soup and a sandwich. Over here, we have one of the girls' tents. They're all cleared out because this is the last night for them. And they'll be staying down in the Flatlands tonight. Another one that's for the girls. However, this time, because we had such a small group, they got to use those to store their wood. Up here is my tent, the radio tent, and we teach some classes up here. And there it is, the Taj Mahal of camping. Not what I usually camp in. Yeah, that is mosquito netting. That is the state bird of Maine. My hammock for where I do most of my hard work. And then over this way is one of the boys' tents. That's the one where we stored our wood this time. And then there's one of the boys' tents, and then back down to the staff tent. Back behind, you can't really see, but that's where they prepare their meals. They have campfire circles back there and grates and all their cooking utensils in a patrol box. The girls is back over that way. And you can see our webbing of all of our ropes that we have to get all of our dining flies up. Oh, for you radio nerds, over here, you'll see that what I run up here is a 706 Mark II-G with an LDG tuner. Run it off a marine battery. And up here, you can't really see, I guess. Let's come over to this side maybe. Yeah, here, there's a feed line that goes up to the G5 RV, and then up there in the trees, it's actually G5 RV Junior this year. I figured I didn't need to go lower than 40 meters. So, there's Wilderness Camp. Just finished the first session, got a few days off, then we're going to have the last ones. So, there's your tour. Thanks for riding along. We'll see if this actually posts. Bye-bye.